Domco Plumbing is your locally owned full-service plumbing company. We have the experience and expertise to handle all your plumbing needs. We offer free estimates and charge by the job, not by the hour. We provide honest, upfront pricing with no hidden charges. With 24-hour emergency service 7 days a week, our expert plumbers and highly skilled trained staff are ready for all your residential and commercial needs. Domco Plumbing. Our experience makes the difference.
Placerville Speedway is main event time. Pull the belts tight and lay it on the line.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to Foothill Thunder, brought to you by Domco Plumbing and the Thompson's family of auto dealerships. We're here, we made it. Final race of the season, championships tonight. I'm with Bill Sullivan, Placerville Speedway track announcer, and we got an exciting night to finish things up. Bill, tell us what we got to look forward to.
Well, tonight's our final night of racing here at the El Dorado County Fairgrounds for the season, and it's a big night of racing. It's the 12th annual tribute to Al Hines, presented by Thompson's Auto Centers. Ron Thompson putting up a lot of extra money for this race annually. We've done this 12 years now, and Al Hines was an early promoter of this speedway. He helped develop it, helped get it welcomed in the community back in the day, back in the late 60s, early 70s. And we honor him tonight with this race. It's always the final race of the year. And thanks to Thompson's Auto Group, extra money's being put on top of all the money we already have added to the season tonight. And $2,000 to your sprint cars to win, $1,000 to your limited late models, $500 to pure stocks. And the other big news tonight, it's our championship finale. So our champions will be determined tonight. And in all three of our divisions, the drivers simply, they got to start the A feature and they'll be champions. Greg DeCaris, who's sponsored by Foothill 7, and our title sponsor, Red Hawk Casino as well. He's poised to win that sprint car championship. Dominic Stone of Domco Plumbing, who presents a lot of this show. He is poised, he starts the A feature, he can win that championship in the late models. And Scott Gruner, our defending champion in the pure stocks, that's presented by Jay's Mobile Welding, he is eligible to win the pure stock feature, taking the green flag. So a lot of emotions running high tonight. The last race always comes around, it's a little bit bittersweet. Everybody's kind of ready for winter to come and ready for it to end, but at the same time, we hate to go too. We've had a great season, the 50th anniversary season, a lot of extra money, and our champions will be given a lot of money this season. So we're looking forward to a great night of racing and wrap things up like we've done all year with a great 50th anniversary year.
All right, thanks, Bill. Looking forward to celebrating the championships. We'll be back with you at the end of the race to go over all the details of the finish. So thanks for being with us. Enjoy the night.
And race fans, if we can have your attention on the infield for a special presentation here tonight. And I think everybody here pretty much knows the gentleman standing next to me. Actually, the three gentlemen standing next to me very well. As I'm joined down here by Supervisor Brian Veerkamp, Alan Handy, your track promoter, and John Padgett joining us down here as well, and Diane Handy. And a lot of you read earlier this year the proclamation that was issued for Placerville Speedway for 50 years of service, and Brian Veerkamp is joining us here tonight. And if you can give him your attention, as he'd like to present that here to you, the race fans, here tonight on our final night of racing here for our 2015 season. Brian, I'm going to hand you the microphone. We know you're good with these.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. Thank you, fans. Thank you, fans, for continuing to come out year after year. As I look over this proclamation, and some of it will sound very familiar because it does a very good historical rendition of what came to be out here. And these gentlemen and lady to my right here and Billy to my left have certainly been a big part of that. So it gives us great pleasure as the El Dorado County Board of Supervisors to recognize Placerville Speedway, Hangtown Speedway, for 50 years of their anniversary of racing out here. I spent some time in the 70s when there was some motocross out here, and we competed obviously against the cars on the next night, but just a lot of great memories. And obviously, I think maybe some of you know now, I've basically stepped back from all that horsepower, push a wheelbarrow once in a while out here, and that's more my speed. Anyway, from the El Dorado County Board of Supervisors, in 1956, the El Dorado County Fair built Anderson Field, an arena and grandstand dedicated to the memory of Leo J. Anderson during the 1957 County Fair opening ceremony. The field was used for various fair activities and later became host to the El Dorado school football team, high school football team. 8 years later, fair manager Warren Jewett teamed up with Bruno Romanelli and a successful auto racing promoter to construct a clay racing surface around the perimeter of the football field, creating what was originally known as Hangtown Speedway. And on June 18th, 1965, the sport of auto racing officially arrived in Placerville, and the grandstands were packed as they are today. Here's a couple names that you'll remember, and I certainly remember them very well as I grew up next to them on Cold Springs Road. The Gillahan family, especially Gene Gillahan, local native and businessman, was one of the early drivers at the Speedway. Placerville Speedway is one of the best things to happen, and I'm quoting him now, to this county, and is a great source of family entertainment. After they built the track, people took interest in racing as families. It really evolved the whole community from day one, Gene said. The community is lucky to have something, and so is the county to this day, and it continues. In 1968, management of Old Hangtown was taken over by local businessman Al Hines, which tonight is the Al Hines Tribute Race, and Richard Hurst. Their commitment to the fans and area businesses built a legacy that lives 50 years strong. The pair resigned in 1973, but Hines remained very active up until his passing in 2004. And again, this special race tonight is the Al Hines Tribute, as you'll see as we get through the rest of the night. And after several changes in leadership, racing promoter John Pageant, came aboard in 1982 at the request of the fairgrounds. Pageant molded the Foothill race facility into the successful track it is today. Pageant established a consistent Saturday night program following his first race in April of 1982 to improve safety and visibility. He also changed the name of the track from Hangtown to Placerville Speedway to better associate with the sport of the community. And in 2009, Handy Racing Promotions, Alan and Diane, assumed promotership of the facility. The new management team had 30 years of experience behind them. They continue to carry on the family tradition and put affordable family entertainment at the top of the list. Alan and Diane Handy have put their own mark on the Speedway, bringing national attention back to the track in 2011 with the American Sprint Car Series. And they brought the World of Outlaws National Tour in 2015. The facility that was once known as a small town Saturday night is now nationally recognized in the nation as one of the crown jewels of dirt track racing, especially in El Dorado County. Now therefore be it proclaimed, the Board of Supervisors of El Dorado County hereby recognize and applaud Placerville Speedway for 50 years of family tradition, and all of you and the racers and the promoters and all of the sponsors. It could not be done with all of you. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you very much.
For your midget lights off and running, green flag set to come out this time by. And Hunting with a wild ride off of turns 1 and 2. And we go red on lap number 1 as Doug Hunting. Correction, Doug Nunes with the wild ride off of turn 2. And Nunes getting some serious airtime as he flew off that berm. We are back to green. Charlie Carasillo taking the early lead in this one tonight over the 51 of Logan Seavey, 25 of Hunter Kinney, 13 Danica Joe Parker. So Carasillo will lead lap number 1 over Kinney and Scott Kinney. Dakota Albright running in the 4th spot. Logan Seavey rounding out the top 5, 2 laps on the Red Hawk Casino scoreboard. And a mess of traffic in turn 2. And it's going to leave the 13, Danica Joe Parker, stopped on the backstretch. Charlie Carasillo continuing to lead, 6 laps on the scoreboard. They reach a halfway point this time by. Charlie Carasillo continues to lead the field over Scott Kinney. Kinney closing in on your leader in lap traffic. He's got a whole 10 laps to get the job done. As Carasillo continuing to slice and dice his way through the traffic. Scott Kinney trying to chase down your leader. 12 laps are down. We got trouble in turn 4. Yellow flag's going to fly once again. Green flag flying once again. Charlie Carasillo taking that lead once again. Scott Kinney trying to use these restarts to close in on your leader, but Carasillo's got the fast line down low, hugging that infield berm. Both ends of the track, the low line working great for Charlie Carasillo. Scott Kinney, always fast at this speedway. That's one of those Lopez Motorsports cars, always literally unstoppable at the speedway, but he has nothing for Charlie Carasillo so far in this race tonight with 14 laps complete, 15 now. $18 laps in the book. And Doug Nunes, he'll park it on the infield. He's done from the event. And Moody takes a ride off of turn 2. Just as the checkered was due to come out, we're going to throw a yellow. 18 laps on the board, going back to green. Charlie Carasillo. He's got to give it all he's got right here if Scott Kinney wants to get past your leader. They were nose to tail on that restart, but Carasillo just pulled away. And there's your finish. Charlie Carasillo, your winner over the 11 of Scott Kinney. Winner in your Midget lights tonight. Congratulations. Another hard-fought one here tonight to pick up the win. You've led a few here, and they got away from you on a couple other visits, and tonight the win's yours. Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Yeah, anytime you start in the front, you know, your work's half done there, and we were able to jump out in front, kind of hold them off, and track was real good around the bottom, and just held them off and brought it home.
All right, congratulations. It's always a pleasure to have the Midget lights on this bull ring, and we know you guys love it, and thanks for making the haul up here.
I appreciate it. Hey, thank you for everybody coming out. I appreciate it.
Once that 22 car, Dominic Stone, crosses this start-finish line, he is your 2015 track champion here at Placerville. And Stone takes the green. The pressure's off for the 22. To win the title now, he can race for the win here tonight as Ray Trimble takes the lead on lap number 1. And trouble in turns 1 and 2. Matt Davis gets loose. He takes out 5 cars with him. 23 of Lightfoot here up against the front stretch wall as well. Ray Trimble leading the field as we'll put lap number 2 in the book this time by. Three laps in the book. Trimble leading over Ryan McDaniel. Matt McKelly running in the 3rd place position. Dominic Stone cutting his way up through the field, trying to get up there and run with the front runners on his championship night. He has already locked up your 2015 Domco Plumbing Late Model Championship here tonight. And just racing towards the win from this point on. He's got some distance to go to catch up there to McDaniel and Trimble. Halfway home in this one. 10 laps are complete now. Your leader still working his way through the lap traffic, coming up on the 24 of Matt Davis. He goes below Davis. They make contact. And your leader quickly moves Davis up out of the way and cuts his way through the traffic. $14 laps will be going on the scoreboard when Ray Trimble crosses the line this time by, ahead of Ryan McDaniel, Matt McKelly, Dominic Stone up to the 4th place position now, as your top 4 running in heavy lap traffic here tonight. Ray Trimble hitting his marks perfectly out here tonight in that 37 car, holding off the winningest driver of this speedway this season, Ryan McDaniel. McDaniel recently returning from the Nationals at Boone Speedway in Iowa. Back to the bull ring here at Placerville tonight. And limited appearances, he has still become a driver with the most wins this season. And that's some of the closest, cleanest racing you'll see right there between the 37 and the 32. They're coming up on that lap car, Eddie Gardner in the 3. Gardner, see him move up there out of the way, letting your leaders by so they can race. And there's the white flag, 1 lap to go. And trouble in turn 4. The 3 of Gardner spins it around. And we are going under a yellow flag rather than a checkered here tonight. And definite signs of growth, and we're back to green. And Ryan McDaniel, he's all up in the rear bumper of the 37 of Trimble. Trying to get a line down underneath your leader. And Ray Trimble doing a spectacular job here tonight of keeping the door shut. He's got one final set of turns to get it done. Here they come. Final turn, final time. Auburn's Ray Trimble will pick up the win here tonight over the 32 of Ryan McDaniel. Your winner in your late models tonight, Ray Trimble. Dominic Stone won the war, but you won the battle here tonight, or however that saying goes. I might have had it backwards, but you guys had a good championship point run, and you won the last race here tonight. He won the championship, and great show. You put on a great show tonight.
No, I'm glad to end the year just like this, so congratulations, Dom. It was a hell of a year. I'd first like to thank my dad. Just here every week. We've raced probably 50 times this year, and I'm really glad that we ended the season just like this.
So he adds a $2,000 bonus to the championship, and he gets to take it home as well when we get to the awards banquet. And that worked out pretty good. You got to win some of your own money back. We know you didn't win as much as you've put out there back, but congratulations on the championship. And we know this is huge for you. You wanted to do this beginning of the year, and a great year with a few wins and a title. And, man, this is awesome for you guys tonight. You set out a goal, and you did it.
Yeah, if you had told me earlier in the year, back in May, that we would be winning the championship, I'd be laughing in your face with all the wrecks that we had at Chico. And, here in Placerville. But I want to dedicate this championship to my dad, a guy that taught me what winning's all about, and a guy that showed me how to be a true winner. My crew, Preston, Robert, Dwayne, Kyle, endless people. You know, a couple years ago, I met the McDaniel family and ran into this old fart here, Randy, and he taught me a few things about, he actually just did it. He showed me how to get a good race car going, and definitely the missing link for me. Too many people to thank, but we had a great time this year. Up till tonight, I wanted to say I thank all the other drivers for driving so clean and not having to work on the car every weekend, but you know, that's all part of racing, so thank you.
Dominic Stone, your 2015 late model champion.
Domco Plumbing is your locally owned full-service plumbing company. We have the experience and expertise to handle all your plumbing needs. We offer free estimates and charge by the job, not by the hour. We provide honest, upfront pricing with no hidden charges. With 24-hour emergency service 7 days a week, our expert plumbers and highly skilled trained staff are ready for all your residential and commercial needs. Domco Plumbing. Our experience makes the difference.
Green flag is out as Matt Tilford, Rich Zoller take him into the first set of turns. Tom Tilford, Jay Bryant in their wake. And you got Nick Baldwin, the 29 of Dan Jinkerson right there as well. Tilford looking to the low side of Zoller. They trade a little sheet metal in turn 4. Tilford prevails into second place. And the Tilford brothers lead lap number 1 with Matt Tilford out in front and Tom Tilford in second place. 1 lap on your Red Hawk Casino scoreboard. Matt Tilford leading the field over his brother Tom Tilford. A family of champions at this speedway, now leading your feature event for your pure stock division. Our last event, it was John Tilford versus Matt Tilford for the Donnie Tilford Memorial Race, and now for the Tribute to Al Hines race. Matt's being faced with the challenges of Tom, 4 laps on the scoreboard. Matt Tilford keeping that low line. Tom Tilford running cleanly right there behind him. Everybody trying to keep it clean, or else Thanksgiving dinner can become very complicated. And your leaders coming up on lap traffic. And we got a spinner right in front of your leaders. The 51, Aaron Gardner, spins it around, but he keeps it going. He went around a couple of times, right as both the Tilfords coming up on the lap traffic. Here comes Tom Tilford going to the outside of Matt Tilford. And you saw the 99 slow slightly, as there seemed to be some sort of loss of power momentarily, and it gave Tom Tilford the advantage. Go to the outside, take the lead. 8 laps are down. And Jinkerson loops it in turns 3 and 4. Rich Zoller into the infield. He's trying to merge back onto the front stretch. Everybody keeps it going. No caution needed as the 99 of Matt Tilford, 92 of Tom Tilford battling it out for the lead once again. 9 laps going on the scoreboard, this time by Nick Baldwin running in the 3rd spot. And Gardner losing a rear wheel as that's making its way into the infield. Matt Tilford uses that low line to power out in front. Zoller with a spin in turn 3. He takes a hard hit from the 11L Van Rokel, 31 of Clausen involved, 71 of Owens involved. Mayhem in turns 3 and 4 on this final night. And we're going to go under a red flag as most of the track is blocked with this one. Okay, back to green once again. The Tilford brothers battling for the lead here tonight. Tom Tilford the high side, Matt Tilford down low. Both drivers have led laps in this race. And they continue to run side by side. And Tom Tilford in the 92 takes over the lead. 11 are down. And Tom Tilford leads the field now by several car lengths over the 99 of Matt. Jay Bryant in the 92J working his way into the third spot over the 17 of Nick Baldwin. 15 laps are in the book. Tom Tilford now leading this event by a turn's length over his brother Matt. Nick Baldwin in third, trying to hold off the 92J of Jay Bryant and the 04 of Dan Smith. And they're going to see the white flag next time by. Final lap. Scott Grunert is your official 2015 track champion in the 14. And here they come, the checkered flag. Tom Tilford will pick up the win tonight over his brother Matt Tilford. The 17 of Nick Baldwin in third place. Tom Tilford winning in the pure stock tonight, doing double duty. Congratulations. You're the second guy to pass that guy here at Placerville. You got to be hating your brothers right now, man. Now, we know you guys all stick together. Congratulations on the win here in the 92 car again. A great show by both of you guys. Having the Tilford brothers racing hard out there. Stands were going nuts about that.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was an epic battle. I mean, with me and Matt, we haven't had very many chances to race against each other. And when we went side by side, I said, man, he's going to be hard to beat. And then he beat me a bunch of times on the restarts. And then finally I said, I'm just going to go for the high side. And I got lucky on one. But I got to thank everybody that helps out, all the family. Pulling the double duty. I've been working a bunch of hours, and a couple days ago I asked, Dad and Matt and everybody, said, you think we can handle it? And they're, oh yeah, we can handle it. And I asked Nate, and I said, hey, you think you can tow the car up? You think we can do this? And he said, heck yeah, let's do it. Let's have some fun. So I got to thank everybody does that. My wife for putting up with me working so much, and then racing cars all weekend, and then the sponsors. Domco's been helping me out. Dominic's been helping me out for a few years now. And it's a great help. Merrick Bernert, NorCal Fleet Care. He's been helping Tilford Racing for a lot of years, and a lot of these wins are because Merrick helps us out, and he's a good friend of ours, and I appreciate that. And Riley and Trinity helping us out. This year, Lightfoot Automotive helped us get this car body cleaned up and painted. It doesn't look so good now, so maybe we'll have to hit him up again for next year. But we decided we were going to make a run at the end of the year with a little bit extra money going, and we were going to try to do it and bring the best cars we possibly could. And I think between last week and this week, we showed that we were bringing some quality cars out here. I hope everybody had a good time watching, and thank Bill and Alan and everybody that helps put this on. Beautiful track every week. There's not a better track in California to race on, and I appreciate that. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, Tom Tilford winner in your pure stocks. And Scotty Gruner, winner in your pure stocks for the championship. Congratulations, 2 championships in a row. When you win one, that's one something. When you win another one to back it up, you know that's even more meaningful because you proved yourself the second time. And great job. It came down pretty close here to the end. I mean, you had to get in that main event and win tonight, or not win tonight, but take the green flag. And great job. I know it feels good to follow in your dad's footsteps like that too. And now you're one ahead of him, right? Or you're tied with him?
One ahead of him.
One ahead of him. So that's going to keep. Is he even down here? That's going to keep him. That's keep him racing for more years. He'll have to catch up with you. So, congratulations. I know it's been a tough year for you guys for you to get up here because you've been busy with your personal life and everything like that. And a great job. I know you had a lot of help.
Yeah, I just want to thank all my family, friends, sponsors. I mean, without them, none of this would be possible. So, a big thank you to all them. And the last couple of years have been really good for me. So, feel really good.
All right, congratulations. It's a pleasure to see you here. We'll see you at the awards banquet in a few weeks, and you'll be getting that $2,000 bonus for your pure stocks. Oregon and Morgan set the pace. And Kurt Oregon leads the field. For lap number 1, it's Oregon followed by Cox and Morgan. Jimmy Truly running in the 4th spot. And Kurt Oregon right in the middle line here tonight as Justin Cox hugging the low groove. Jake Morgan working the high side. Lap 4 in the book. Kurt Oregon continuing to lead. And Cox makes a mistake on the high line. That was Jimmy Truly move in on the action. Truly into 2nd place. Now battling with Justin Cox. Now Kurt Oregon stretches his lead out a bit. Justin Cox going to battle with the 33 of Jimmy Truly. And 4th turns as we've got a spun car to bring out the yellow. Kurt Oregon keeping a tight line to stay ahead of Justin Cox and Jimmy Truly. The 41 of Colby Copeland moves in on the action. Copeland into 3rd place. 4th place battling the 33 of Truly now. Oregon continue to run the middle groove of the track. Cox running up high, trying to get the momentum, get around your leader. 9 laps on the board. Halfway home, 10 laps into this race. And Kurt Oregon halfway to winning his first feature event. Back to green. Kurt Oregon trying to hold off the hounds here as Jimmy Truly closes in on your leader. Here comes the 41 of Colby Copeland, putting the moves on your leader as well. 16 laps are down. Colby Copeland testing the high line once again, trying to get around Kurt Oregon for the win. Copeland powers around your leader. And Oregon answers back as they enter the turns. Colby Copeland, your new leader with 18 laps on the scoreboard. $19 down. 21 laps on the board. Colby Copeland, your leader. Kurt Organ. Copeland in trouble off of turn 4. And Colby Copeland slides off of the 4th turn, 22 laps down. And Kurt Organ back in front once again. Andy Gregg chasing down Organ now. Gregg looking to the high line. 23 laps are down. "24 laps are down. Win it or wear it time for Andy Gregg. He's going to go. He bobbles to the high side and catches that berm, and that may have cost Andy Gregg the chance for the win right here. Here they come to the line. The 5 of Kurt Organ picks up the victory here tonight. And Kurt, congratulations. What a run. You've raced with us the majority of this season. You've led a few races. You've been up there in front. And tonight, I mean, you had Colby Copeland on your tail, Jimmy Truly on your tail, Andy Gregg, everybody you could not want on your tail in the final laps. And man, what a job. The fans were going crazy up here. Awesome. These fans right here were just going absolutely nuts for you.
Man, that's who you want to be, is the best here. And we did it tonight. This is our first victory. Jim Jensen started this team. I can't thank him enough. My wife, Rima, my daughter, friends are all here. Doug, all you guys. You got to beat the best. This is the place to do it. We got to win, and I can't believe it. DeCaris took one away from me the other day. He was so good. I'm just glad to have the opportunity to be back in victory lane. It feels great. Yes.
So you love coming here. I mean, you live in Napa, so you drive past at least 2 tracks to get here, and you choose to drive here, and we thank you for that. That's a long haul, and to drive past a couple tracks just miles from your house, that says a lot, man.
No, this is a place. This is where all the hitters are. This is an awesome, unbelievable track. We love coming here. That's why we come here instead of 20 minutes away. This is it. This is a place you want to win, and we did it. I can't believe it.
All right, we're going to let you celebrate this moment here because this is special, and let your family get in there.
I want to thank all you fans as well, man. This is the best crowd. I can't believe it. Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you, Bill? We'll keep it unplugged style, without the wing dance or anything. 2nd straight championship with Dale Miller. Overall, I can't even keep count anymore between your triple crowns and everything else we've talked about. But what a job, well done. You guys set out to do another one, you did it, and you made it look easy. I know it wasn't easy, but you made it look easy.
You know, Bill and Dale, they do their homework all week long, and these guys that have been supporting me, my son, Paul Countryman, Chris Morgan, my dad, you know, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that help us throughout the week and support us. And they just give me the confidence, and especially Dale and Tara. They give me what it takes to take it to the front. And we started off the year like a bang, and we kept the momentum, all the way through the summer. And then I start relying on my fans, and this place is very special to me. And with Red Hawk Casinos and Foothill 7, ART, Motoware, Dale's got a lot of people to thank that support him and keep this car looking beautiful. And, it's been a pleasure for the last 3 years now to just come up here and do what we know and love to do, and do it the best way we know how. I don't know what to say. I can't wait for next year and hopefully make it a three-peat.
All right, Greg DeCaris, your 2015 champion. You also get a $2,000 bonus this year, courtesy of that guy over there in Domco Plumbing, on top of your regular championship funds in just a few weeks at the awards banquet, and that's huge. That's the biggest championship we've ever awarded here, and congratulations on that.
I thank you to Domco Plumbing. We do this for $1, and to add $2,000 to that, I'd do it for $2,002. So, but I really thank them for stepping up, because we're really not racing for much out here. We're doing it for fun. When the bottom line, we're doing it because we love each other, and we got a big family here.
All right, Greg, it's been a pleasure to have you as part of that family all these years as well.
What a fantastic night. Thanks to all the race fans. Thanks to everyone for sticking with us. It's a great finish to a fantastic season, a great night for Placerville. Bill, pretty exciting. There's a lot to lot to go over, a lot to talk about. It was more than just the races tonight. It was a big night for the Speedway, for Placerville, and for everyone. What did you think?
Yeah, Greg, this was actually a really good way to close the season. 50 years of this track in operation, and we said earlier, any business that gets steady business for 50 years, that's an accomplishment. And a racetrack, it's a landmark with all the battles. And a great night tonight. Brian Veerkamp, supervisor, El Dorado County, came out here tonight to present the proclamation that they recently issued to Placerville Speedway from the Board of Supervisors to the fans. And he issued it to Alan Handy. John Padgett actually came out and joined us as well, and was a great part of the Speedway and its growth. And to have that here tonight, it was a great part of the evening. And I think we have some video of that you'll be sharing here as well. So just a great way to close the season. 3 brand new champions, and our congratulations to them. Greg DeCaris, his 2nd straight championship, multiple time champion, not only at this track, but at other venues as well. Dominic Stone in the late models pulled off the championship, the Domco Plumbing Championship, and he's a great sponsor of the Speedway as well. He's put up extra money for those championships. He won some of that back by winning the title, but he's all about giving to the track and helping with the sport grow, and we can't thank Dominic enough and congratulate him, because that's a very meaningful championship for him and hard-earned. And then Scott Grunert in our Pure Stocks, winner in the 2nd year in a row for Scott Grunert in the Pure Stock Championship. So he's surpassed his dad by 1 now, so they can hash that out at the Thanksgiving dinner table this year as to who's the stronger one in the family. So Kurt Organ, first time career win in the sprint cars tonight. And of course the championship, we had all sorts of stuff going on, but we can't go without mentioning that. He wins $2,000 tonight that includes a $1,000 bonus from Thompson's Auto Centers. And just an excited young man to win here at one of the toughest tracks there is. He passes 2 or 3 tracks to drive to this one, and he had a lot of great words to say about this Speedway. And to all of our winners tonight, Tom Tilford in the Pure Stocks, Ray Trimble in the late models, and John Carasillo in the Midget Lights. And a big congratulations to all our winners, all of our champions, and what a great night tonight. And I think you're going to share the video here with Brian Veerkamp with the proclamation and the thank yous from Alan and Diane Handy and John Padgett. And it's been a great ride here at Placerville with them, not only just for this season, but for several decades as well. And it's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thanks, Bill. And to close out the season here for Foothill Thunder, I want to thank all the race fans for staying with us and enjoying this. A big thanks to Domco Plumbing and to the Thompson's family of auto dealerships for getting us through this season as well. A big thanks to Bill Sullivan for helping us throughout the season as well. And it's been great. So we look forward to seeing you next season, and stay with the races. Thanks for staying with us, and always remember, if it's Saturday night, it's dirt track racing.
Placerville Speedway is main event time. Pull the belts tight and lay it on the line. Gotta love the fence, kids, stars in their eyes. Put her in the show and bring her back alive. It's Saturday night and we're dirt track racing.
Domco Plumbing is your locally owned full-service plumbing company. We have the experience and expertise to handle all your plumbing needs. We offer free estimates and charge by the job, not by the hour. We provide honest, upfront pricing with no hidden charges. With 24-hour emergency service 7 days a week, our expert plumbers and highly skilled trained staff are ready for all your residential and commercial needs. Domco Plumbing. Our experience makes the difference.